Hey guys, what's up? Shaarq here. This time I wanna give you an insight into my Blade Vortex Elementalist. I only made it to level 88 this time. I actually don't remember what have killed me, but okay. This character was one of my most enjoyable builds I've ever played in PoE. Elementalist is badass. I'm just in love with that kind of archetype. And on top of that, 3.2 buff this class immensely. But Shaarq! Everyone has complained about the Elementalist revamp and made fun of it because of it's just shit? Yeah, but let me tell you his little secret, that's straight up bullshit. In the next few minutes I'll tell you why, so stay tuned. Alright, before I start with the introduction of my build template, I would like to mention that I play PoE only in hardcore leagues, so usually there happens no min-maxing according gear and therefore much room for improvements. But let's start. Before I go over details, one cool thing beside. You can swap Blade Vortex for EK and Regret, AoE and Duration nodes for Broch and Pierce nodes on passive tree, and voila, EK build done. The main damage setup consists of Blade Vortex, Spell Echo, Fist to Lightning, Controlled Destruction, Hypothermia and increased AoE or Conk effect. Shield charge, faster dex 45 for mobility, cast when damage taking Immortal Core, by Grace. For fourth link you got several options like Phase Run or Vortex for example. Blasphemy, Conductivity, Herald of Thunder, Lightning Golem. Yeah. For Light Poacher I'm not sure, to be honest. It would make more sense to use it with a projectile setup, but never mind. I socketed it with faster Broch, Fist to Lightning and GMP. As I mentioned in the intro, the ascendancy class of choice for this build is Elementalist. 3.2 made it possible. The redesign is really cool in my opinion and basically makes non-crit spells a thing. Go for Shape of Desolation first, then Beacon of Ruin. Beacon of Ruin is our keynote. It allows us to shock and chill every mob and even bosses in the game. Normally you have to reach a certain threshold to be able to apply that ailments, but that mechanic doesn't count for Beacon of Ruin. You literally just need one lightning damage and the target gets shocked. Without any buffs, this shock guarantees 20% increased damage taken on your target. Juicy thing beside is that you are able to increase this 20% up to 50% with passives on your tree and Abyss Jewels. That's insane. So your attack or spell doesn't have to be lightning based, just get one item or jewel with adds lightning damage and you're able to shock with nearly every skill in the game. This ascendancy point widens the horizon, it's just beautiful. Well, Pendulum of Destruction shenanigans is nice to have, and last but not least, Mastermind of Discord, it greatly buffs your damage. Order is Shape of Desolation, Beacon of Ruin, Pendulum and Mastermind. For leveling I used Fire Trap and Freezing Bars and swapped to Blade Vortex at level 12. Leveling with the character was a breeze. Use Darkness Enthroned with Flat Fist, Jewels and the Tabula, preferably corrupted with +1 to socket the gems. Praxis Ring also helps you out a lot in the beginning to get rid of any mana problems. I killed all bandits. The link for the passive tree is in the description of this video. For gear I'm using some Unix. First of all, Inpulsa's chest. It fixes the lack of clear speed from usual Blade Vortex. As you remember, we shock every single mob so you get explosions all the time. Second unique are a pair of Rimsora gloves. It converts the remaining 50% frizz from Blade Vortex to cold damage to get maximum use out of Elemental Overload Keystone. Impresence is really powerful due to the fact we are in melee range nearly all the time. It provides maddening presence and frees up your mana pool because Conductivity's mana reservation is reduced by 100%. Barracks Grip is also a must-have if you've skilled into Beacon of Ruin. It basically gives you life and mana leech, pretty hard to get spell leech elsewhere. Try to get lightning and cold resistance on bar for your Wise Oak. And last unique is Light Poacher, but to be honest, as I mentioned before, I'm not sure if it's worth using on Blade Vortex setup, because the lack of projector damage and pierce. I died before I could test it with a EK setup, so please make some investigations by yourself. Also try to get your hands on a shaped scepter and craft it with Essence of Seal and pray to God as I did. First essence, by the way. I didn't even need spell crit. I got really lucky on that one. Tried to get Fizz as extra lightning, high attack speed and lightning damage. I preferred lightning over cold damage because it scales also your Inpulsa's explosions. On other slots just look for affixes such as life, mana and resistances. That's it boys, if you liked the video and want to see more, subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that. See you guys.